Well, good morning from hands across the water. Two out of the three hands are here, and Paul's coming back, baby. What do you say, Kyle Hand?
He's got back. He's gotten back. He's getting to get back once again.
You want to get back? I want to get back. Let's go. Boom.
It's an exciting time in Beatles solo Macca world. Can't really complain about another living, breathing legend coming out and gracing us with more 3-hour concerts without taking a sip of water.
Yes, sir. No, you cannot. And as we know, life is short by the tickets. Now, he is coming back. We heard the last couple of days there was going to be rumblings. There were finally some hints dropped in typical Paul fashion yesterday on his socials. Those of us that are hardcore have known that there was something cooking up for a while, but the tour is announced and it starts on the 29th of September out in Palm Springs and goes all the way until the end of November, ending in Chicago. He is skipping cities, big cities that he did hit in 2022. So there is no New York area metropolitan show. So those of you that we are in this area, as me and Kyle are, if you want to go, you're going to have to travel and see him. So a lot of interesting choices. Nashville's on there, Vegas, 3 shows in Canada. So Mull of Kintyre, get ready if you want to go see that. So Pittsburgh, Atlanta, some really nice cities here. Interesting choices.
Yeah, let's pull up the whole list. And here it is, the official list of the cities that Paul is headed to this fall. So refresh my memory, Andy. Paul did not go to any of these areas because, like, are we filling in the gaps? Are any of these repeats from 2022?
Without looking it up, Kyle, I can't tell you, but I think most of these he did not hit. Like, I know for a fact he didn't do Chicago in 2022, so the Chicago fans are happy. And some of these other smaller, like middle of the road, because if you remember 2022, there was just big. He only hit like big cities, right? So like now he's doing Des Moines and Tulsa and New Orleans and things like Columbus, Ohio, and Buffalo, like smaller markets,
Right. I'd be curious to see like how big these stadiums are in a place like Buffalo. Like, is he filling out a MetLife, but in Buffalo?
Interesting. It depends. I think it's probably like a 20,000 type seater,
Right. So significantly less, but still worth his time.
Oh yeah. I don't see any football stadiums on here. So
that guy got fires.
Yeah. Except the one in Vegas, Allegiant Stadium. That is going to be a football stadium, I think.
Got it.
And also the one and maybe the one in Minneapolis as well too. Those will be bigger shows.
These are just some like beautiful cities you got. I mean, I've heard great things about Albuquerque, Minneapolis, Tulsa, New Orleans, Atlanta, Nashville. I mean, this is like if this was my own itinerary of like a cute mid-sized cities in the US list, this is what it would be.
Right.
So okay, let's talk about the tour proper. Okay. So what are we getting? What are we not getting? So let me get your instant reaction. Got back 2025. Do you wish it was kind of next album tour?
I did think that this when at the end of the year last year when we saw him in England that the Got Back tour was put to bed. I really did truly feel that way. A little bit surprised that he is coming back with another leg of the Got Back tour and the brand and stuff. And I think we're all ready for a freshen up. He already did that tour. And a little bit of but hey, listen, this is what he wants to do. And he's going back to cities that he missed primarily. So I got to give him respect there. It's a smaller scale tour over the course of basically 2 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 19 dates. 19 dates from the 29th of September to the 25th of November. So it's spread out, ends just before Thanksgiving. It's going to be probably the same show. I don't anticipate any new songs from the album. I really don't.
Yeah, so he's filling out the gaps. That's what this is. It's just like how he started, in the big cities in the US. He went to
Yes.
South America, he went to Australia, he went
Mhm.
to Europe, and now he's back to the US, but just, hitting those odds and ends that he couldn't get the first time. That's
Yeah.
that's what this tour is,
Yes.
essentially.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
I think, it's really expectations that get the best of us. It's kind of like Tony always says, like, nobody said there was a Rubber Soul box set coming out, so don't get upset when it doesn't come out, you
Exactly.
know? So I think my expectations were maybe we'll get a 1-2 punch of a new album and a new tour, but I can't blame Mr. McCartney for, leading me that way. That was entirely my own invention. So,
Yeah. It
I
is
mean,
interesting. Yeah,
you
it
thought it
is.
might be about time, but it's still just fan fiction.
I'm thinking that this hand and this leg is going to be making some road trips in the fall. Don't know which ones yet, but I am definitely in for multiple shows here.
So I unfortunately, as of recording, I'm thinking I'm going to need to sit this one out. That's because I'm starting law school in the fall with the express intention of clearing whatever legal disputes are holding back the London Town box set. So just trying to do us all a favor there. But if I were to make one of these, it would probably be the Tulsa show, just because I got to see the Bob Dylan Center.
Absolutely.
So that's a 1-2 punch right there. So there have been developments since Paul's, last leg of the tour. For example, the Bowery show, he broke out some extra songs that
Mhm.
weren't in the typical got back set. Like, do you think we're getting Flaming Pie's Temporary Secretary?
I do think you might get a rotation in. He might slot out like a couple of songs as he's wont to do. He might throw in Flaming Pie one night. He's got those spots in the set list where he can make those changes where those songs go in and out. I do think that there are spots where songs like Flaming Pie can be, and Temporary Secretary can get worked into. If not, then they'll be part of Soundcheck because those are Soundcheck songs too.
Right, right. Do you think that we're going to get any more like John on the big screen duetting
Oh yeah,
with Paul?
oh yeah, that's a staple now. They have the
Well,
I've got
do
a
you think
feeling
they'll expand that?
to do something
Did,
else.
yeah, do you think, I don't know, we'll get Two of Us or something? Do you
Would
think,
be,
because I feel like they keep posting about that. They're like, oh, remember how fun this was? I wonder
yeah.
if they're like, this has worked. Maybe
Well, we
let's
what
try some more of it.
Paul will always add some little wrinkle to make it a little bit different.
Mhm.
Maybe that's a new duet. I mean, that would be pretty cool.
Mhm.
I mean, the fact that there's 3 dates in Canada, again, Mulligan Tire is on the table. So if you love that song, you have a very good chance of hearing Mulligan Tire in Canada,
Or Montreal is French, so maybe some Oué Le Soleil.
right? Well, or Michelle, you might get
But that
Michelle.
would be the more reasonable pick. So, okay,
Absolutely.
really quick hot take. Yes or no, Paul is going to play a song he's never played live before.
No.
There is going to be mention of the archive box sets in the tour program.
Yes.
There is going to be mention of a new album in the tour program.
Yes.
Last one. This is the last of the Get Back tour.
Yes, it
Or
is.
Got Back. Thank you again for tuning in to Hands Across the Water emergency broadcast, and we will see you on the road.
See you on the road again. Peace and love.